Hi children, in this video we will learn how to get good grade points from reading comprehension. This is all about Unit 1 revision test, reading comprehension, attitude is altitude. Now let's look at our paper at a glance. First, reading comprehension we will have for 30 marks, and question number 1 to 5 it's all about reading A, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 units, and we'll have 2 short answer questions and 3 MCQs. And question number 6 to 8 is all about reading B poems. We have Once Upon a Time, Or Will the Dreamer Wake, and A Plea for India. And all 3 are MCQs, and we'll have 6 marks for this. And question number 9 to 10 is all about reading B, prose, unit 1, 2 and 6, and we'll have 2 MCQs and 4 marks. And question number 11 to 15 is all about study skills. You may get a table or a pie chart or a bar diagram or a family tree, and you'll have 5 questions, 2 short answer questions and 3 MCQs. Now let's look at the strategy that we have to follow while doing the reading comprehension. Let's follow this age-old system and the principle, that is S cube triple R. And what all you have to do is you have to study the passage carefully, read the questions and try to understand. And the third one is recall the context and the persons involved in the paragraph and in that context. And finally, review your answers with the keywords that you can find in the question and in the given passage. So only the thing what we can say is we will get all 30 marks easily, but only one thing what you have to do is if you make a small mistake, you are going to lose 2 marks. That is what you have to keep it in your mind. So let's need more practice, that's why. Okay. Well, now let's read the paragraph. Despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted on his attending mainstream school. It was the best decision they could have made for me, adds Nick, who later achieved a degree in financial planning and real estate. It was very hard, but it gave me independence. Nick, who was teased and bullied, had an electric wheelchair for mobility and a team of carers to help him. I was deeply depressed when I was 8 years old, he said. I went to my mom crying and told her I wanted to kill myself. I felt cold and bitter. I hated God for doing this to me and was terrified of what would happen when my parents were not there to look after me. Attitude is altitude. Well, now let's look at the questions. As I told you, try to read the paragraph, and as we have already read and understood the passage earlier in our classes, now let us focus on the questions. What was the best decision taken by his parents? Here the keywords are best decision and his parents. You try to find out what and where you can find these keywords, right? And then the second question is, what did he think of doing when he was under depression? So I was deeply depressed. That is the keyword there. And then what happened, you have to think. And the third question is, mainstream school in the above passage refers to A. Common school where all children study. B. The biggest school in the city. C. The school which is located on the banks of a river. Try to guess the answer. And fourth question is, attitude is altitude is A or an, is it a biography or interview or an autobiographical narrative? just guess the genre of this lesson. And fifth question is, why did the parents join Nick in a mainstream school? Because they wanted Nick healthy, because they wanted to see Nick being bullied, because they wanted to make Nick independent. So try to read the passage, try to read the questions and find the keywords. And now your time starts now. So you have 30 seconds time and look at the paragraph and try to complete the answers. What all you have to do is, when you read the paragraph, first of all, you should know what happened before the paragraph, and you should also know what will happen after the passage. If you can understand and recall the consequences and the context of the passage exactly, and the persons involved, then you can do better. Your time is up now. Now let us find out the answers. I hope you are all ready. Well, now, the first question was, what was the best decision taken by his parents? And what was it he's saying? Despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted on his attending mainstream school. It was the best decision. What was the best decision? Joining him in mainstream school. So you can write, they joined Nick in a mainstream school, or joining Nick in a mainstream school. And the second question is, what did he think of doing when he was under depression? You know what he tried to do and what he did? He went to his mom and he told, I wanted to kill myself. And don't write the sentence exactly, I wanted to kill myself. So you have to write in the reported speech like, he wanted to kill himself, or you have to write, he wanted to commit suicide. And now the third question is, mainstream school in the above passage refers to. So you have to find the options. The biggest school in the city, or the school which is located on the bank of a river. Mainstream, no. This will be a distractor for you. And the next and the correct option is a common school where all children study. It's not a school where children with special needs study, right? So the fourth question is, attitude is altitude is a or an. What type of genre is it? Is it a biography or an interview, or is Nick telling and narrating his own story? So this genre is autobiographical narrative, right? So the fifth question is, why did the parent join Nick in a mainstream school? What is the reason? Now try to find out the answers, options. Because they wanted to make Nick healthy, they wanted to see Nick being bullied, and the next option is because they wanted to make Nick independent. That is the correct option, right? So hope you have done well. Now the next question is question number 6 to 8, and you will have only 3 questions. However, I have given here 5 questions, and leave first 1 and 2 questions. That is only you should know, right? So first of all, what you have to do is read the poem clearly and try to understand the gist of the poem, and you should know the name of the poet. You should know the figures of speech, mood of the poet, and the tone of the poem. This is what exactly you have to know. And before going to the exam, I request all the students to please read the glossary given in your text. That's very important. The first one is, who is the poet and who is he talking to? And the second one is, what does the poet want to unlearn? And the third one is, what is the tone of the poem? Read the options. A. Serious and sarcastic. B. Patriotic and funny. C. Nostalgic and ironic. And the fourth one is, what has the poet learned? A. Wearing different dresses. B. How to laugh. C. Wearing different faces. Right? Now the fifth question is, Only my teeth look like snakes' bare fangs. What is the figure of speech used in the above line? A. Personification, B. Metaphor, and C. Simile. Try to understand. Try to read again and again and come up with your responses. Now your time starts now. And when you are answering this question, especially regarding the poems, you have only 3 poems. What all you have to do is read the poems, read the gist, and know the poets' names, and try to read the glossary given in the textbook. And after read the questions, and then you can do well, I guess. Right? Your time is up. Now let's check the answers. Question number 1. Who is the poet and who is he talking to? Remember, you will have only 3 multiple choice questions only. I gave here additional questions. So who is the poet and who is he talking to? And the poet name is Gabriel Okara, and he is talking to his son because it addresses "but believe me, son." And the next question is, what does the poet want to unlearn? Here you have the keyword like unlearn, and the answer is he wanted to unlearn all these muting things, right? All the muting things. So what's the tone of the poem? Is it patriotic? You can't find any patriotism in this poem. And B, serious and sarcastic? You can't find any serious things and not sarcasm also. So the correct option is nostalgic and ironic. And the fourth one is, what has the poet learnt? Wearing different dresses, learnt how to laugh, or the correct option is wearing different faces. C is the right answer. And the next one, the final one, only my teeth look like snakes' bare fangs. Look like. You can find the word like. It's always we call like simile. And if you say you are the tiger of this school, then it is implied simile. That is what we call like metaphor. Now what is the figure of speech used in the line? As it is like, and as you have to say that is simile, right? So the answer is simile, and you have all the similes in this Once Upon a Time poem. Well, now this question is from 9 to 10, and it is from Reading B, Prose. You'll have 2 MCQs. Now let's read the passage. Setbacks are inevitable in life. A setback can act as a driving force and also teach us humility. In grief, you will find courage and faith to overcome the setback. We need to learn to become victors, not victims. Fear and doubt short-circuit the mind. Ask yourself after every setback, what did I learn from this experience? Only then you will be able to turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. We all know that this paragraph has been taken from every success story is also a story of great failures. Now answer the following questions. The mind is short-circuited by A. Fear and doubt, B. Electricity, C. Death. And look at the distractor here. And 10. A man can turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. A. By fear and doubt, B. By running away from his setbacks, and C. By learning from his setbacks. I hope you have made with your answers. You are ready with your answers. Now your time starts now. When you do these kind of paragraphs, if you know the answer and if you find the keyword directly from the passage, it's the best thing. If at all, if you can't find, what all we can do is, you have to eliminate some of the distractors and come up with your conclusion. That's the best way of doing MCQs, right? So your time is up now. Now let's check your answers. The mind is short-circuited by electricity? No. Death? No. It is fear and doubt. You have the keyword fear and doubt, right? Fear and doubt short-circuit the mind. So the second question is, a man can turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. Here you have to understand, right? What did I learn from his experience? There is no direct answer here. So by fear and doubt, or by running away from his setbacks, or by learning from his setbacks. So the correct answer is by learning from his setbacks. So now the last question is non-textual, and this is the question related to study skills, question number 11 to 15. And what all you have to do is you have to study the following T diagram, or you'll get a bar diagram or a pie chart or a table, and you have to try to interpret the data, and then you have to compare the given data with the questions and try to do the responses well in a better way, and you should not lose even a single mark. And this is the bonus question for you, where you need not study earlier, only you have to pay concentration while doing this one. Right. Now what is the tree diagram about? Look at this. Types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, written and visual. Again, in the verbal you have two categories: interpersonal and public speaking. And in non-verbal communication you have three categories: tone, body posture and facial expressions. And in the written communication you have four types: emails, report, articles, memo. And in the visual you have television and video, right? So this is how, once you read, and now you have to read the questions. What is the tree diagram about? And the second question is, how many types of written communications are there? And the third one is, body posture is a type of, is it a verbal communication or non-verbal communication or visual communication? Try to read it. And the fourth one is, non-verbal communications are of. You try to guess where you can find non-verbal communication. Is it 3 types or 4 types or 5 types? And the fifth one, which is the correct among the following? Video is a verbal type of communication. Video, is it verbal? It's visual, right? And the second one, facial expressions are non-verbal type of communication. Facial expression you found here, and it is non-verbal. Maybe you can guess the answer. Reports are visual type of communication. Here we have report, but it is said it's written. So now try to guess the questions and your responses. So your time starts now. I'm sure that this question is quite easy, but only the thing is you should not get confused, and try to read the question, try to find the keyword and do it again and again. And this is really a bonus question for all the students, because you need not study earlier related to these 10 marks. Okay? So your time is up. I know that you are all ready. Right. What is the tree diagram about? So the response is ready here. What is the tree diagram about? Here the answer is types of communication, right? So it's about types of communication. And how many types of written communications are there? Now look at the written communication. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can write easily, there are 4 types of written communication. And body posture is a type of. You have to find out body posture, and it is non-verbal. Is it verbal communication? No, not visual communication. And the correct answer is B, it is non-verbal communication. And fourth one, non-verbal communications are of how many types? Is it 3 types, 5 types or 4 types? What do you find here? Non-verbal communication. You have only 3 types. So the answer is A. It is 3 types. Now let's look at the 5th question. Which is the correct among the following? Read all the options. Like A. Video is a verbal type of communication. Video is a visual. So this is wrong. So reports are visual type of communication. No, reports are written communication. So now, what can you find? The final one is facial expressions are non-verbal type of communication. Right? So the B is the correct option. And I hope you have done well. That's all for today. And let's meet in the part 2 grammar in the next class. Until then, have a good day. Read well. And read all the units carefully, and you can score 30 out of 30 in reading A. That's all for today, and let's meet in the next class.